So good evening, YouTube. Hopefully, you're all doing all right. I feel a little bit more alive than I did earlier. I've had some nice food, really nice fajitas that the missus cooked, so that was nice. And I'm back in the room. I'm back in the room. If you haven't checked out the videos I've already done today, I did miss the Premier League video. That'll be back again tomorrow, 10:30 in the morning as normal. But if you have missed the two videos I've already done today, we spoke about Schlobberschlei and we spoke about Wifey, Tierney. Two separate videos on the channel already. So do go and check them out if you haven't. Do stick a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the gaming channel. I'll be back again on that about 12:30, 1 o'clock tomorrow. Continuing the career mode with the worst team on the game. And I think we've got Standard Liège next in the Europa League group stage. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm really enjoying doing that. Also, if you want to become a member of the channel, that's just there. Press join, press join. And if you're from the UK, Ireland, Brazil, South Korea, or Japan, and you've got YouTube Premium, you get it for free for a month. So why not hit join? But listen, I want to speak firstly about this guy, Franck Kessie. I want to speak about him briefly. We were linked to him the other day, and potentially in a swap deal for Lucas Torreira. Listen, I don't particularly rate Lucas Torreira as highly as a lot of Arsenal fans. I think he's not great. I think he's all right. He's a good player, but he's not in that elite bracket of DMs. He's not gonna kick on for me. I don't think he wants to be here. So we've been linked with a swap deal for Franck Kessie. Now, for me, Franck Kessie's a lot worse. Again, today we are linked with Franck Kessie. And I think what's evident from all of this is the fact that we are looking for a new defensive midfielder. I know a lot of these reports that are out in the media are BS, and, you know, a lot of them, you know, don't have a lot of weight behind them. But Arsenal are going to go and do some transfer business. Arsenal are going to get rid of players. They are going to get players in. Regardless of how we do that, whether we go and spend money, whether we loan them, whether we swap them, we are definitely going to do some level of transfer business this summer. I'm adamant of that. I don't know when that's going to be, because obviously we don't know what's going on with football. We don't know when it's coming back. Franck Kessie, for me, should be nowhere near this football club. I don't want him. I don't think he's good enough. And if it means we're swapping Torreira for him, then no, not for me. If it happens, then we just got to deal with it and go with it. But I'm not convinced that that's a thing. Like, at the end of the day, he doesn't want to be at Arsenal, Torreira. He's already said that millions of times in little interviews. Oh, I don't like the weather. Neither do I, bruv. Hence why I moved to Spain. But I do think he is going to go back to Italy. I don't think it'll be to AC Milan. But let me know your thoughts on that. Leave that in the comments section down below. Now, one alternative that I've seen today, and big up Chig as well. Subscribe to Guna Eagle Eye. That link is in the description. I watched Chig's stream on this, and he kind of sold me into doing this video, really. I haven't spoken to him today, so I hope he's well. But we're going to talk about Ibrahim Sangare. Now, he's kind of the forgotten man, because if you remember rightly, last summer we were linked to him. So were Everton in a £22 million deal. Now, it obviously didn't happen. He stayed at Toulouse in the end. And guess what? He did lose because they ended up getting relegated. And he only has 1 year left on his current contract. He's 22 years old. He's 6'3". He is a mountain of a geezer. Yeah, he is a big boy, a big guy. His contract expires next June the 30th. Defensive midfielder. He obviously wasn't that great this season because they've been relegated. But all jokes aside, he is actually a bit of a beast. He is a good player. For me, I rate him more highly than I rate Kessie. I think that, listen, the passing accuracy, I looked at the passing accuracy of this guy. It's not brilliant. It's like high 70s, 77, 78, 79s pass accuracy. But what I do like about him is the fact that he's got the dribbling ability. He can go past a guy with ease as well. He makes it look simple at times. He's a very strong runner with the ball. And the fact that he's only got 1 year left, the fact that he's been relegated with Toulouse, means that Toulouse are probably going to be looking at that going, boy, we're going to have to get rid of this guy before he leaves for nothing. And now they're in the next tier down in France. They're going to need the money. albeit it's not the massive drop that it is from the Premier League to the Championship. It's still going to be a drop in income for them. Add into the fact what's going on at the moment with football being aborted. For me, this could potentially be something that could happen, and very cheap as well. And I've spelt year wrong. I've just seen it across the banner. I spelt year wrong. Oh my God. But anyway, this could be a deal that could potentially happen. And this could be somebody that I look at and go, do you know what? You're in that Decore mold. Yeah. You're a tall, big physical guy that gets stuck into challenges, that can dribble past a man. You can chip him with goals. You do your defensive duties. You shield that back four as best as you can. The only thing for me that he needs to work on is that pass accuracy, because listen, if you want to play in midfield for Arsenal Football Club, you've got to be able to turn over the ball and keep the ball under pressure. But not only under pressure, you've got to be able to spring that pass forward if you have to. For me, Torreira is very good at dribbling past players. I rate him for that. I rate his work rate, Torreira. He gets stuck in, he gets involved. But I am open to him going, and I'd be happy if he went, if I'm honest, because like I said, I don't see him being that guy that's going to elevate us on. Can Ibrahim Sangare be that guy? Listen, I don't watch French football, so if any of you guys watch him on a weekly basis or know a bit more about him than I do, please leave that in the comment section, because I've been kind of on and off watching this guy for about a year or so since we were linked last July, I think it was. But he obviously didn't go to Arsenal. He didn't go to Everton. That could have been a blessing in disguise, because we could have bought the guy for 22 million quid last summer, and he could have come in alongside Lucas Torreira, and it could have all gone wrong. It could have all been great. He could have been better than Granit Xhaka, maybe. Excuse me. He could have actually come in instead of Dani Ceballos. You know, we could have got this guy in instead of loaning Dani Ceballos. I know they're separate, different positions, but the one thing I do like about this guy is the fact that he's not afraid to dribble past people, and that is one thing at this football club we have lacked for a long, long time. We've got Martinelli, we've got Saka, we've got Pepe, but in that central midfield role, none of them, other than Guendouzi, can dribble past a man. Ceballos hasn't played enough for me to have a proper outlook on him. He's played a handful of games here and there, and for me, he's looked bang average whenever he's played, other than maybe Watford away, Spurs when he came on, and Burnley. Other than that, I've not seen enough to warrant him staying. But this guy could come into our team and could be that guy that drives us forward. Every time I watch Decore at Watford, I see a guy who just wants to get forward. He wants to drive past people. He wants to be that powerhouse in midfield that can drag a team forward, similar to how Vieira used to do for us back in the day. At times, he was one-man midfield. He'd be tackling, he'd be passing, he'd be dribbling, he'd be shooting, he'd be scoring. Yeah, we need somebody in midfield that can do all of that. Is this the guy that can do it? Let me know. Listen, the transfer fee on this will be anywhere between 8 and 15 million quid. For me, that's a no-brainer. Get it done. Sell Lucas Torreira. Get this guy in. Put him in midfield. Get rid of Xhaka. Can get one more and completely rebuild that defensive midfield berth. But I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Do you rate this guy? Leave it in the comment section. Do you watch French football? Let me know if I've missed anything. Like I said, he's tall, he's physical, he can tackle, he can dribble. His passing's not great, but he is only 22 years old, and he's got plenty of time to learn. And he would want to be here, I'd imagine. I'd imagine that he'd want to be here more than Lucas Torreira does. But leave that in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget, I will be back at 7 a.m. with the Daily Transfer Update Early Edition. And then I'll be back at 10:30 a.m. with the Premier League Transfer Update. Stick a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the gaming channel. And if you are a member of the channel, you will get both of them morning videos before I go to bed, so around midnight. So if you want to be a member, just there, click join. Click join, and if you're on the YouTube Premium that I spoke about earlier from the 5 countries I listed, you get it for free for a month. So come try it out, see what you think. Let me know. Leave all your comments down below. Have a wicked Sunday. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.